This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. I need to warn you, the video you are about to watch has been rated IC60 plus for interactive content in excess of 60 minutes. If you are not emotionally prepared for all the hi hellos that are about to come and a full hour of distractions, Weight Watchers or WW ideas and friendly content, hit stop now. I repeat, this is your only warning. Do not proceed further if you are not ready. But if you're like me and you like to make new friends on your weight loss journey, this is the video for you. We will be saying hi, hello, as this was filmed live. And if you ever get a chance to join us on Sunday nights, it's just over on the Facebook page, If You Have an Egg, a Weight Watchers Journey, although I guess now we need to change it to a WW Journey. But we would love to see you live over there so that we can say hi and hello. And if you're new, please do give us a shout out. Let us know that you're new and where you're from so that we can all greet you. Also, pay attention, running across the bottom right now is some important information that you need for how to join us in other social media areas, how to get this free, how to watch this on demand, and how to make sure that you are always notified when we have a new chat come up. And more importantly, read across the bottom. Right now, our affiliate links, which include discounts, are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Check those out. We get some great deals for the Egg Lady and for the Egglets. I hope you enjoy the at least 60 minutes of free weight loss journey content and that you will subscribe so that you can always be notified when we're coming up, and that you will share with another weight loss journey buddy, a WW member who needs some help, and so we can help each other along this journey. So thanks again, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know. Please comment below. Hope to see you Sunday. Hello, happy Sunday. It's Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and welcome to WW chat number 107. And today is Sunday, January the 20th. So hopefully we are not all in the path of the snow. I know a lot of you all got hammered this week. Got hammered today, so sorry. And we actually only ended up with just a few flakes, but yeah, so today is Sunday, January the 20th, and it is WW chat number 107, and it is called Know Your Why. And we'll get to that topic here in just a few minutes. Hello, April. If you're watching this with us live, I will try to say hi, hello, while everybody's talking. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg, hello Lacey, or on Facebook, or if you're watching it on the blog, www.ifyouhaveanegg.com, hello Pam. I will be saying hi, hello to everyone. Hello, my Christy. And if you don't want to hear me say hi, hello Sandra from Demon's Ferry, and hello Carol Lou, then go ahead and feel free to scroll over to about 8 minutes. And hello Barbara, you are exactly right. It is cold in the crossroads. And hello Kim. So I know all the Canadians are probably laughing their heads off at us. Hello Ozma, because we're all squawking and whining about snow. But yeah, and April got a lot of ice and snow, and she had to push the car out today and it was stuck. Oh no, you got some extra fit points for that. And hello Marianne. So we got like 10 flakes. Hello Lisa. We were supposed to at least get a little bit of snow. And Cheryl, I don't blame you for watching the game. Cheryl's listening, but she's watching the game. So hey Cheryl, hey Star, and hello Trish. And hello Joyce. So hey, hello everyone. Again, I will try to say, hey, hello to everybody that's here live. Hello Rosie from California. And if you are new, oh, hello Jenny from Boston. Yeah, you're not watching the game too. Do not blame you. Hello Lynn. And hello Robin. Yep, it's cold in Ohio too. So, oh, and thank you Sandra. So okay. Hello Kathy. This is because my accountability buddy Karen bailed out on me again. So hello Edna, because it was from New York, from upstate New York. And hello Sylvia from Canada, and Elizabeth from Georgia. So she bailed out on me again today because with the wind chill, it was gonna be in the teens. So hello Marlene from Florida, and Ozma got 8 inches in Wisconsin, and hello Connie. Hello Tags. So Karen bailed out on me today. But anyway, and hello Betty. So I had on, all my appropriate walking attire. Hello JJ, and hello Irma. But since she didn't walk, I got to leave my hair down. Anyway, hello Celine from Georgia. So y'all keep giving your snow reports. I think it's so, it's just, I don't know, it's just weird how that band, you know, is. And thank you, Jackie says the chat is better than football. Thank you. And Janice is making 2-ingredient dough while she's watching. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So anyway, this is chat number 107. Hello, Sue from North Carolina. So, hello, Marlene. We are, wow, we're already 3rd week in January. Can y'all believe that? And hello, Sherry from Connecticut. And hello, Carol. So where is time going? Where is time going? You know, it's just crazy. Hello, Christina from Philadelphia. Oh, and if you're new, if you're brand new, please be sure and give us a shout out and let us know that you're brand new, because we all would love to say hello to you. And please do not forget to invite your friends. We had so many new people that for whatever reason either can't attend a meeting, like they don't have a meeting near them, or just don't have a great meeting, or it's not a convenient time for them. You know, they're at work. Hello, Beth. They're at work when when the meeting is, or I've seen some at work meetings that have been canceled, or they just can't afford it right now. And again, we have one lady who lives in the hills of Turkey, and there's no meeting there. There's no meeting there. Or you're online or digital only. And hello, Wanda. Oh, Wanda said it was 70 degrees, 70 degrees in parts of Arizona. Whatever. Yeah. So anyway, so please be sure and invite a friend. Let somebody know who may not have another meeting to go to, or if you just need an extra bonus meeting. So yeah, it's free to invite them. And yes, Barbara says, please don't forget to give hearts. Pretty please. So, Casey and I love the hearts, and we love the thumbs ups, and we call those love bucks. So that's the only thing that we ask, of you to, that's the only way you need to pay, is just to send us some love, to either send us some hearts, or some thumbs ups, or to comment. Or if you're watching this later on YouTube, pretty please subscribe. And hello, Sylvia and Casey. Hello to Casey, and hello to Alyssa. Hello, Alyssa. I will see you in the morning. And hello, Jessica and Sandra. Thank you. I like those earrings too. So, January the 20th. Woo, woo, woo. Y'all know what we're getting close to. So we just survived the holidays. We all just survived the holidays. And hello, Kim. But you know what's coming up soon? What's coming up really soon? The 2nd biggest eating day in the United States. Hello, Palma. And that is Super Bowl Sunday. So those of you that are watching the playoff game right now, and we are so sad. We are so sad. And hello, Andrea. Give that baby a snuggle for me. We are so sad because Kamara is out. I know there was a whole nother team playing with him, but we love him. We love him here in Tennessee. So we're super sad that he's out, or sorry, that his whole team is out, and hello, Shannon. Anyway, and yes, Barbara's the first person to notice. So John helped me take down Christmas tonight, and well, this afternoon. So he helped me take down Christmas, and actually he helped me hang up some pictures in the loft because he's getting ready to be gone for a week. So he helped me before he left. So we did get all of Christmas is gone. So all remnants of Christmas are gone. And you can ask my family, if it were up to me, we would still have Christmas until Valentine's Day. But I let them talk me into taking it down at work and here a little bit early. So this is the newest camper, and yes, it's a Winnebago. It is, it's new, and I wish I could get it down and show it to you all, but that would take up way too much of the chat. But John got this, and everybody at work thought he was crazy. Hello, Allison, because he was like, look, I got this for Kelly, and they were like, it's a camper, it's a toy camper. And he was like, yeah, and she's gonna love it. She is, she's gonna love it. And they were all like, okay, because they're I guess their wives want like jewelry and stuff. I don't know. Hello, Titters. I'm easy to please. I love my new Winnebago camper. So anyway, so it has a new home up here, but it actually has the top, goes up and down. It's a convertible, and it makes a little awning, and it has seating inside and everything. But anyways, okay. So today we are talking all things WW. Hello, Kim, and don't forget, if you're watching this later, subscribe, like, comment. You all have done such a good job the last 2 weeks commenting, and like par excellence in tagging me. I mean, it is just absolutely, you all have done just, I don't know, y'all have just gone like, everybody gets an A this week. Everybody gets an A this week for participation. So y'all have invited so many new friends. You've tagged me in a bunch of stuff. A whole lot of people have done their homework the last 2 weeks. I have to admit, 2 weeks ago, y'all were blowing through the homework. This week though, y'all were still doing really well. And we're gonna go over some of that here in just a few minutes. But first, how many of you all sat your bottom? Oh, Hey, Angie, and hello, hubby Joel. Hello, guys, and hello, Karen from Long Island. So how many of you sat your bottom in a little chair last week? So how many of you went to a physical workshop? I did. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you went to a physical meeting last week. So if you sat your bottom in a chair and attended and listened to your let's see, what is it, coach? If you listened to your wellness coach, oh, hold on, we have to sidetrack. Mindy made Lifetime on Wednesday. Whoa, she's lost like 220 pounds. Awesome. Very good. Everybody congratulate Mindy. And I think it was M-I-N-D-I. Yeah. And hello, Mickey from freezing Asheville. Yeah. So congratulations. Yay. Yay for you. That is so exciting. That's so exciting. But so, and thank you. Angie says, nice glasses. Thank you. So yeah, thumbs up if you sat your bottom in a chair. I did. So I'm going to give myself a thumbs up, and a heart if you attended with us last week. So if you were here with us last week for the live chat, or if you did both, let's see some hearts for that. And for those of you that are watching this later on YouTube, you can't see this, but there are a ton of thumbs ups and hearts going by. So a whole lot of people attended workshops last week. So whether they attended with us here last week, or if they attended, let's see, and I think that was Christy that said, I noticed you have an air fryer on your counter. Yes, that is my beloved Simple Living Products 5.8 quart digital air fryer, and I love it. I love it. And Janice is back on track and has lost 3.8. That is awesome. That is so awesome, ladies. So last week, who remembers what we talked about last week? I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to give you a subtle hint. Anybody remember? It wasn't necessarily, hello Cindy from Idaho, it wasn't necessarily what I'm holding up, but this played a part in it. So who remembers what your homework was from last week? Anybody? Anybody? Last week we talked about enjoying food freedom. So this was your weekly from last week. And if you attend a physical workshop, you can pick one of these up. Or if you are online only, or if you have a physical workshop and you do e-tools, you can print these out. And so last week was called Enjoy Food Freedom. Ooh, and Darlene's fixing a turkey tenderloin in her air fryer now. Awesome. Yeah, so are you doing that man's turkey tenderloin, or did you just make something up on your own? Oh no, and Carol's meeting was canceled due to weather. That's okay. So for those of you that attended, you still get a Bravo sticker. Yeah, so if your meeting was canceled due to, even if it was canceled due to weather, everybody who attended, you get a Bravo sticker. And even if your meeting was canceled due to weather, that's okay. Bravo sticker. So for an extra Bravo sticker, yeah, and so a whole lot of you all are commenting now. Aloha, Kathy. So last week we talked about enjoy food freedom. There are over 200 foods. Hello, Orlando, Debbie. So Debbie, did y'all get snow today? Ha ha ha, just kidding. There are over 200 foods that are 0 points, that are 0 smart points on the new freestyle system, freestyle program. And so last week we were talking about bulking up your food. So yes, y'all are exactly right. Those of you that are saying bulk it up, that are saying hashtag bulk it up. Yeah, so we talked about bulking it up. We talked about taking a 0 point food and using it to start something, using it to, like to start your meal, be a starter for a meal and build on it. We talked about using it to bulk up a meal, to go ahead to take something else and bulk it up. And I bought some of the Trader Joe's, let's see, it's the reduced, see, we're gonna have to look at it now because now I can't think what it's called. Hold on. I bought today, I got one of these. I got one of the Trader Joe's reduced guilt mac and cheese. And because John's getting ready to be out of town for a whole week, this is going to be bulked up. I'm going to hashtag bulk it up with some tofu, and I bought some of the Trader Joe's, the colorful cauliflower. I think it's rainbow cauliflower or something like that. It's absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna be hashtag bulking it up with that. But your homework was to try something that you had not tried before. So you need to pick something. Okay, Betty, bok choy. Betty picked bok choy. So here are some of the things that you all told me about and did your homework. So for those of you who did your homework and Andrea tried tofu and didn't like it, Andrea, you need to just try you're just gonna have to come eat with me sometime, okay? Or I'm gonna have to come make you some food. So for everybody that did their homework last week and tagged me, here's an extra Bravo sticker, and hopefully I got you all, as you tagged me, excuse me, I tried to send everybody a Bravo sticker, and it was so funny because as they were coming up and as I was trying to find them, Casey has made me 3 different colors of Bravo stickers. There's a blue, a pink, and a purple, and then yeah, and Carol, we're gonna talk about you in a second. So there's a green, a pink, and a purple. No, a blue, a pink, and a purple. And she made me the one that's the crown, that's the Bravo crown. And I tried to mix it up and not give too many, you know, too many in a row. And Janice, that's okay. Janice forgot to tag me, but that's okay. So let me see. Okay, and Irma, yes, I do have a tofu. So I have a lot of tofu recipes, but the one that I posted earlier, and Andrea, if you're cooking it correctly, the texture should be fine. No, Andrea says she gagged. Okay, it's not, honey, you didn't squeeze enough of the water out and you didn't cook it correctly. But we'll talk about that in another chat. And hello, Susie. So yes, I do have tofu recipes. There are already, I think, at least two on the blog. It's www.ifyouhaveanegg.com, and just search tofu, and you should be able to find at least 2. And then I'll post what I make this week to hashtag bulk it up with my reduced guilt mac and cheese that I just got at Trader Joe's today. And hello, Angelia. So here are some of the things that you all tried last week. Okay, so we had one person in the group. Oh, and Melissa says you need to do a live tofu cooking show. That could be in the future. Let me just go ahead and say, I'm just gonna drop a little hint. We're thinking about rebranding the Granite Shop, and if we do that, we might have some super, super exciting news coming. But that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And yes, my Christy, maybe I'll have a tofu chat. But anyway, out of our group, we have one person, and yes, I do think I have a tofu video, Janice. I'll have to go back and check. That may be a chat. I'll have to look, because, you know, we have a chat for everything, so surely we have a chat for that. But I think out of everybody in our group, we had one person who had already tried everything, like everything that there was on the 200 item list. Hello, Loretta, and hello, Kathy. So I think it was just one person. Everybody else had at least a few things. A lot of people had a whole lot of stuff that they hadn't tried, but there were several people that had almost everything. So Tedders, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you talking about the tofu? Because that's a whole different. Anyway, what Tedders just commented is a whole different topic, and it's that is not what you just said is not a statement that is a generic statement. That would be like saying that drinking out of an aluminum can, while I disagree with drinking out of aluminum cans, or I don't like it, and I don't drink anything carbonated anyway, saying that would cause Alzheimer's. So it's just kind of a blanket statement that's, there's a whole lot around it, so I can't really answer that in this short period of time. And hello, Penny. So anyway, one person that I know of had tried every single thing on the list. Several people had tried a lot of the thing, like most of the things, but a lot of us had not tried, you know, I don't know, probably half or less of the list. So here were the most unusual things to me that people tried. So who was it? Was it Carol? I can't remember. Somebody tried fennel, and I am so proud of her for trying fennel again. So I've never tried fennel that I know of, but it has a licorice taste. And she said, you know, she tried it. She knew she wasn't gonna like it, or she had not liked it in the past. Went ahead and tried it again, and guess what? Still doesn't like it. But you know what? She tried it. So, you know, I'm proud of her. You know, good job, you know, and another Bravo sticker for that. Leeks. Somebody tried leeks, and I think it was in a soup, if I'm not mistaken. Lynn tried succotash, which I love, and I had forgotten about it. So thank you, Lynn, for reminding me about succotash. But she tried that. I saw a whole bunch of you all tried lentils, and it was funny because one person tried lentils by themselves, one person tried lentils in soup. A couple of you, it was like, you know, in addition to something, it was an ingredient, you know, in something else. So, but a lot of you all tried lentils. So I don't know why lentils were the popular thing to try, you know, for this week's homework, but lentils were like probably #1 on the list of things that people tried. A couple of people tried tofu. It was about half and half. probably need to go back and watch the tofu chat, and it's not called the tofu chat. I'll have to go back and find what it's called, and I'll post it later for you all, but probably need to go back and watch that, because you've got to get all the moisture out of it if you're using the firm tofu, and you have to use the right, kind of tofu for what you're, for what you're making. But anyway, it's easy once you get used to it. It's easy. And anyway, so I love it. But yes, maybe we could have, another tofu chat. And when Christy added parsnips to her roasted vegetables at Christmas, very nice, very nice. And Jackie says that Trader Joe's succotash in the frozen section, is so good with nutritional yeast. That's good to know. That is awesome. That is good to know. Had a couple of people try jicama, and I think I'm saying that correctly. So that is one that I like shredded up in slaw. So yeah, jicama is really good. It's kind of sweet. And we had a couple of brave people. Okay, now Loretta said she tried avocado and loved it. So I'm very proud of you for trying avocado. But just know avocado is not 0 points. So I'm proud of you for trying a new food, and I'm proud of all of you all for, for trying new foods. Jicama. It's not jicama with a ye, it's a he. But anyway, but just keep in mind, avocado is not 0 points. And somebody else had a surprise. They bought a plantain. Plantains are not 0 points. Jicama. Okay, I'll keep trying. Anyway, hello Donna from the cold and snowy north, or cold and snowy. Yeah, and Lynn says parsnips have points too. So remember to look them up before you try those. But a couple of you tried jackfruit. So who has tried jackfruit? Raise your hand. I have tried jackfruit. Anybody? Jackfruit? Yeah, and thank you. Jicama is jicama. I will try to remember that. Jicama. I'm still trying to learn how to say. Never mind the cheese that I always get wrong. But so who has tried jackfruit? Yeah, and it was Sylvia. Sylvia threw away the plantain. I think she didn't cook it. She didn't cook it because when she got home she realized it had points. But good try though. Good try. Okay. So a lot of people, so several of you are saying that you have tried jackfruit. I'm going to say, yeah, I know. Yes, Nancy, it's feta, right? Feta, not feta. I kept saying feta, whatever. Anyway, I'm from Tennessee, y'all. You gotta give me some grace. Jackfruit, the only time I have seen it as an entire fruit is at an Asian grocery store, and they're like this big. And it looks like you would have to have a machete to get into it. So I didn't buy it as a whole fruit. I've never purchased it as a whole fruit. I've only purchased it already cut up in a can in brine. And thank you, Nancy. In a can in brine. And yes, go Vols, Barbara. Our basketball team's like smoking it this year. But anyway, so I've bought it in a can in brine. They do have it at Trader Joe's. I'm sure they have it other places, but I usually just get it at Trader Joe's. And it is already cut up jackfruit in brine. And you can shred it. And I'm not kidding. It is the consistency of barbecued meat. And Lynn's exactly right. Jackfruit is ugly. It's ugly. Okay, jackfruit by itself tastes like nothing. It tastes like nothing. And yes, Debbie, Disney does grow their own in the land, and we see it every time we go on that tour. So the jackfruit tastes like nothing by itself. So, and Donna says Fresh Time has the whole jackfruit and also sells it in quarters. Oh, quarters, good to know. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, jackfruit, it's good. It's good. I make it with barbecue sauce or, something that you would put with barbecued meat or put with pulled pork. That's the consistency that it is. Okay, so enough about weird foods because it's already 8:21 and I have something fun to show you that won't take a terribly long time, I don't think. We might actually get done before 9 o'clock, which would be awesome because John was gone most of this last week, came home long enough to hang up some pictures and put up the, help me get down Christmas. And JJ's exactly right. Tofu also tastes like nothing by itself. It would be like eating just a raw egg, cracking open an egg and, and eating it. It doesn't taste like anything just by itself. But anyway, and hello, Jen. So he was gone all, oh my gosh, Elizabeth, how did you try it? Elizabeth tried jackfruit Saturday and she says, yuck. If you just eat it plain by itself, it's just yuck. It doesn't taste like anything. You have to, to do something. And I'm sorry, I'm laughing because Jen's not at work tonight, so she doesn't have to hide in the bathroom. You're not hiding in the bathroom at home to be able to watch the chat? Bless it, bless your heart. But anyway, he was gone most of last week. Came home long enough to do this and to hang up a few pictures and to kidnap Alyssa for this afternoon, and then take me on the whirlwind tour to see all parents that are currently at home or where they're supposed to be anyway. And then he's headed back out tomorrow, and he's going to be gone for another week. So anyway, that would be awesome if we finished before 9, since he's going to leave again tomorrow. But anyway, I've already fed him. He's good. So he's good. So tonight we are talking about Know Your Why. So this is your weekly for today. And yes, I know it's backwards. So if you go to a physical meeting, again, grab one of these. The recipe on the back looks interesting. It is smoky seared cod with potatoes and dates. I'm not a big date fan. So I'm not going to act like I would eat the, and Andrew's husband's going to be gone all week too. Yeah, well, mine travels a lot. It's just, yeah, it's back to back. I've had him home for a little bit, and anyway, he had to go. And hello, Debbie. So smoky seared cod with potatoes and dates. Looks pretty good. I mean, it looks really good. And I noticed today that they have teamed up with Blue Apron. So I've heard mixed reviews about that, not about Weight Watchers or about WW teaming up with Blue Apron, just about Blue Apron, in general. But and Janice wants to know if this is another repeat topic. Yes, it is. It's a recycled topic, but I think it's important because this one is important. So I'm not opposed to recycling topics like this. Just like Gwen used to tell us every single year about the refrigerator clean out, which I started today, and about eggs. And that was how our whole group got its name and everything. So that was a recycled topic that I needed to hear every single year. Like every year, I needed to hear it. I think knowing your why is one of those. It is a recycled topic. I hope they continue to recycle it because I think this is really important. You all have to hear a Bible story tonight, in regards to the Know Your Why. Because I have to change the subject a little bit. So the topic was Know Your Why, and we spent a lot of time talking about things that made people kind of, think things that were why people had joined Weight Watchers or WW, or why they were on this journey. But let me take you on a quick side trip, because again, I want to be done by 9. So this quick side trip is, you're going to get a Sunday school lesson, and if you didn't want a Sunday school lesson, sorry, you can just skip through. But most people, whether you attend church or not, most people have heard of the story of Moses and getting the Israelites out of out of Egypt. So if you've heard that story, you already maybe know where I'm headed with this. But today in Sunday school, we were talking about that again. Our teacher was reviewing that, and I'm going to give you the quickest version of his story because he's hilarious, and I can't tell you everything that he said, because some of the things were just like, oh my gosh, Fred, you can't say that, or we can't repeat that. But anyway, so the whole purpose behind this, behind him, trying to get the people out, he was told, get your people and go. Get your people and go. I'm going to provide. I'm going to make a way. Get your people and go. So all these things happen, plagues and pestilence and all this other stuff, and you just have to be thinking, if you could be there, like if you could be a fly on the wall. Although I think that was one of the some of the pestilence that was happening. But if you could be a fly on the wall, you would hear, why am I doing this? Why me? Why was I chosen? Why was I'm not the smartest. I'm not the strongest. I'm not the most handsome. I'm not the most, whatever. Why did I get chosen? You were chosen because you're the one, because I said, you're going to take your people, my people, out of here. And then you run into, rivers that don't want to be, that seem, impassable. Why are we even doing this? Why are we trying to cross this? We're all going to die because I said go. why are we eating manna? Because I said, go. Why are we walking until our shoes are wearing out? And I mean, think about it. Their clothes and their shoes were 40 years old by the time they got there. Why are we doing this? Because I promised you something at the end. Go, just get your stuff and go, 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 go. Don't you think over and over and over and over and over again? I mean, I have to believe that, that God has a good sense of humor, and has to be going, because I said so. Why is because I said so, because I promised you something better on the other side. Okay, so that quick Sunday school lesson was to say, your why, please write it down somewhere. Please go back to it. Your why, when you get to the other side of it, the days when you think, why am I writing this down? Why am I tracking? Why am I watching other people live their lives and go on about their, their merry way and go on about their business? Those thin people, aren't worried about what they're eating. They're not writing anything down. They're not doing whatever. You don't know. You don't know that. You don't know that they're not successful Weight Watchers, or they're not, successfully, working, at something else. But your why will ground you, even if your why is different now than it was when you started. And if today's your first day and you don't have a why, if you don't know why you started, at the end of this, I'm going to tell you your homework, but let me go ahead and give you a hint now. Write down your why. You're going to want to write it down. Because you're going to want to circle back around to that. So yes, this is a recycled topic. Yes, I think it should be recycled every single year, because if you don't remember why you packed up your people to head out, why you are wearing 40-year-old clothes and shoes, why you cross deadly rivers, why, if you don't remember all of that, then you're not going to keep going. You're not going to keep going, and you're never going to get to your promised land. So I know, yeah, so Darcy said, surely God made manna 0 points. From the way it's supposed to taste, I sure hope so. I sure hope it was 0 points. Although they probably need it for fuel, so maybe not. But, you need to remember what your why is, so you know when you get to your promised land. So, hello, Roberta. So, if your why, there were some, excuse me, hold on a minute. So, some of the things that they mentioned, wrong one. Some of the things that they mentioned is, for what your why could be, it was things like, one of this one was perfect. Do you want, why do you want to get healthier? So if your why is to get healthier, why do you want to get healthier? In this example, they said, I'm tired of feeling out of breath and slow. Really good. So just healthier, what does that mean? What does that mean? And Loretta's promised land is going to be when her son and family moves out. And then what does that look like to you? So this person said, I could walk farther, I could climb stairs easily, and say yes to more fun things. That's a great why. And it's great to take that, a step further and know what that looks like. And then they say, ask yourself again, why do I want to get, healthier, and take time to make it, to make it personal. So for this person, I want to have more stamina so I can be active with my family and friends. So coming up with your, and I'm afraid to ask because Christy says, do you know why Moses wandered the desert for 40 years? Because he wouldn't ask for directions? Is that why? Am I right? Did I guess? Did I get it right? Yeah, and one of John's guys at work told a hilarious joke this week that I would butcher, so I'm not even going to attempt to repeat it. But anyway, your why. So your why in the beginning, and again, if today's your first day, your why in the beginning might look completely different than your why 5 years later, 10 years later, 15 years later, and when you get to goal and beyond, it might even be, different from that. Yeah, I got it right, my Christy. Yay! Yeah, well, all I was thinking was, okay, it's a man, so what's that answer going to be? But yes, awesome. And Loretta said because he had all his family. Oh my goodness, there's got to be a whole backstory to that. But in the beginning, okay, so when I started this 25 years ago, the first time that I joined, and it was still Weight Watchers back then, but the first time I joined, my why was because I was a new mom. So Casey wasn't even a year old yet the first time that I joined, and I wanted to get rid of some baby fat, which I still have, but I wanted to get rid of some baby fat. I was still young. I was still very young, so, I wanted to look great in my clothes. I wanted to be a thin person again. So I had been thin, for a long time. I used to think I was heavy when I weighed 118 pounds. That's ridiculous. But yeah, so I was young. I wanted to get rid of the baby fat, and I wanted to be thin. And I didn't keep sight of that. So I didn't hold on to it. And it wasn't, for me, it wasn't a, I mean, that's not a bad why. That's not a bad why. But for me, it wasn't enough. And so I lost 20 pounds, I lost 20 pounds of baby fat. I could get back into some of my jeans. I could get back into some of my clothes. And then I was like, I'm done. I'm finished. And I forgot what my why was. And I gained back like 25. And then the next time it was because I couldn't wear any of my clothes and I only had like 4 things in the closet, that I could choose from. Or I was spending a lot of time every morning, trying on, taking off, trying on, taking off, trying on, taking off, trying to find something that would fit. And so my next why became so that I could fit in the clothes that were in my closet. Again, that's not a bad why. That is a good why. But that wasn't what my why needed. That wasn't like, it wasn't enough. It wasn't what I needed at the time. So lost 20 pounds. I'm really good at losing 20 pounds. Yeah. So I lost 20 pounds, got into my clothes again that were in my closet, enjoyed it, for several months, and gained it all back again, plus a little bit more. And I will say this, the third time, or let's see, in between the second time and the third time at Weight Watchers, I tried a program that way back then was so similar to keto. And I am not bashing keto. I'm just telling you all, just be super careful if you, go off on that to try and lose some weight quick. Just be careful, and that's all I'm going to say. Maybe we'll have a WW and keto chat at some point. But anyway, so my why kept changing and changing and changing and changing and changing. Well, finally, I realized why I wanted to lose weight and be thinner, and why I wanted to be able to fit into all my clothes, and why I wanted to be, hopefully smoking hot for my husband, and why I wanted to be fit, because I just kept thinking it was just because of the thinner body. But, I'm 51 now, I think. Am I still 51, Casey? Anyway, so I'm over 50 now. So, to be teeny tiny, that's not such a big deal anymore. To be able to fit in my clothes, yeah. I want to be able to go in my closet, put some stuff on, and leave. I want to be shopping in my closet because of the color of the clothes, or, whatever. Or if I'm wearing my hair up or down, not because it won't fit. I don't want to try on thing after thing after thing after thing, trying to find the thing that, that will fit. And I want to be fit. I want to be fit and well because, yes, it makes your body, look better. And thank you, April. It makes your body look better, but also because I'm fit now, I can take care of my parents who have abused their bodies for years and years and years, through food, just bad food choices, smoking, my father, drinking, just some bad decisions. And my mom finally became vegan about 10 years ago, and it did completely change her life, but she didn't do it until she was almost 70. So she was almost 70 before she changed her, before she changed her way of eating. I'm not telling you, if you're 70, I'm not telling you don't do it. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm telling you, my mom made some, she became vegan, got a healthier lifestyle, started walking 1 mile a day, and while she was able, she was swimming a little bit too, and it made just a world of difference for that next 10 years because she wouldn't have made it to 80. I mean, she wouldn't be here if she hadn't changed. But being well, putting good food into my body, doing WW, the way that I wanted to, just to be thin and fit and to fit into my clothes. Now I can run around with Alyssa. I can chase her when she's trying to. Her new thing is, I'm going to go get into this over here and I'm going to turn around and look at you cutely, and then do it as fast as I can. So because I'm taking care of myself, and because WW has changed to such good food, and it's not going to look like it when I show you what I'm making for tonight, but because they've changed to such good food, it's good food. I don't take any medications. I am fit enough to run around. I carry Alyssa in a backpack all the time. I have a jogging stroller that I walk with. I do not jog with her, but I can do that. I can take care of my parents. Hopefully Casey's not going to have to take care of me in that way. My tummy feels better. I can wear my jeans, so all of this, all of these things are my new why. And I made a word cloud, and you can get different apps, or you can handwrite it. Like Casey's, I'm sure would just be lovely and awesome if she hand wrote it. But hello, Evie. So my old word cloud would have been skinny, sexy, young, or something like that. And now my word cloud is just so much more. It's just so much more. It's just a bigger word cloud. So we're at 8:37, and I do want to show you what we made so that we can go on to the fluff portion. But here's your homework for this week. So when you're thinking about your why, it's okay. It is okay if your why is to be able to fit into a dress for your class reunion. That's okay. That is an okay why. Just think about what you want that to look like and what you want that to be beyond that. Or if that's today's why, or if that's the why for this summer, then what's your next why going to be? John has when he gets back from Las Vegas, he has already told me he needs to get down and get serious, because his next why is going to be he wants to enter a marathon, a Disney marathon, with one of the guys from work. And I will be happy to, I don't know how, it's at a 10K, are you awake? Anyway, don't know how far it is, but that is gonna be his why. So that'll be his why for whatever that period of time is. And I think it's a good one. It's a goal that he can reach. It's something that he can see, and it's something that he can, that he can actually, that he can work towards. And I'm hopeful that after that, that his new why will be to continue that, because he wants to stay healthy and he wants to be fit, and for Alyssa. So your homework for this week, if you have this from your meeting, if you have your weekly from your meeting, or if you downloaded it as a PDF from online, then I want you to, this is what I want you to do. So I actually like the way they have it formatted on here for this week. Usually I change it, but this week, I think it's a good one. So I want you to get something, piece of paper, something, an index card, your iPad, something, and write all this down. So I want you to quickly think, off the top of your head, what is your why? And your why doesn't have to be one thing, but what is today's why? Not what was the why 25 years ago, not what was the why 20 years ago. What is your why today? And just quickly jot some things down. Don't spend a whole lot of time on it. Whatever pops into your head first, maybe the top 3. But then dig a little deeper, what does that look like? So for me to say wellness, so one of my whys was wellness. Well, when I dig a little bit deeper, what does wellness mean to me? It means I'm independent. It means nobody has to take care of me right now. I'm not taking any medications. I'm not tied down to a doctor. I'm not tied down to any physical restrictions, because I'm taking the time to be well. So that's what that looks like. So dig a little deeper, and make that note to yourself. And then they say make it yours, and I think it's so important that you make it yours, because if your why is to fit into your jeans, it's to fit into your jeans, not to fit into my jeans or her jeans or hers or his or hers or hers. It's to fit into your jeans. So make it yours. So my why is so that I can pick up Alyssa in a backpack. That's mine. Nobody else is using that backpack. Nobody else is carrying her around. So being fit is one of my whys. Being well and being fit is one of my whys, to make it mine, so that I can carry Alyssa in the backpack. I can take Alyssa on long walks. Last Monday, it was cold outside. Hello, Darlene. It was cold outside last Monday, and it's going to be worse tomorrow. And I bundled her up, and we walked around downtown for almost an hour. And then I brought her back, gave her a hot bath. But you know what? Because I'm well and I'm fit, and because I've been taking care of my body, I could squat in our bathroom for another 30 minutes and give her a nice warm bath, and then snuggle her while she took a nap on me for over an hour. Is that not an awesome why? And I took a picture of it, because that is my why. I'm well enough and fit enough that I can walk with her for an hour, squat in the bathroom floor still at 50, I had to help myself up a little bit on the tub, and then hold her for that whole hour. I held her for that whole hour. I did not set her down. We just snuggled for an entire hour. And no, Melissa, I will not be doing that. That is, remember, make the why yours. Running the 10K, that's John's. That is not my why. I am not running a 10K. I told him I will be happy to do whatever shorter walking version of something there is, but that is not mine. Okay, so everybody knows your homework. Everybody's gonna do your homework, and everybody's gonna tag me, right? So I want y'all to all tag me. Okay, and we're gonna take a tiny break. We've already made it to 8:42. How? Every week. And I wanna show you all this. So we've already made it to 8:42. So I am gonna take a moment, and thank you, Loretta. I am going to take a moment and take a little break and take a sip of water. So if you were only here for the classroom portion, if you were just here for the workshop, you are dismissed and you can go on about your business. But if you're here also for the fluff, hold on for just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, thank you for letting me get a sip of water. So, those of you that are here for the fluff portion tonight, and I will be filming this as a separate video, and thank you, Jackie. I am filming this as a separate video so that if you want to go back and just watch this, you can. And since it is already 8:42, this won't last more than about 20 minutes. So, you know, a few weeks ago, we made Hasselback potatoes, and we looked at all kinds of little funny gizmos, like a bunch of y'all found some little fancy things to put the potatoes in and to slice them and whatever. But what we didn't talk about is just a baked potato in the air fryer. The air fryer, okay, and I know there are a couple of you that are like, gosh, you only ever talk about the air fryer. Okay, I only ever talk about the air fryer because I love it. I love it. I've never tried this in an Instant Pot. I have made baked potatoes this way in the oven and they turn out pretty good, but this is easy. It does take about 35 minutes, but you don't wrap anything in aluminum foil. There's not any mess to clean up. There's really barely anything to wash out of my air fryer right now. And these are absolutely the most perfect baked potatoes that you've ever had. They're like, you know how a steakhouse, how the baked potato is just so fluffy when you get done? I mean, it is just absolutely so fluffy. So this has been sitting out here for a little while. Let me see. Yeah, and April loves her air fryer too. It is still warm, so it's been sitting out here for the whole chat. So I was hoping that it was gonna be warm because it'll look fluffier if it's warm. So really all you do, and thank you, Teresa, you just take, these are russet potatoes. So, and this is a pretty good size one. So I'm gonna count, I'm gonna say this is at least a 5-point potato. I really need to get a scale. And Melissa, we have lots of recipes. We have lots of air fryer recipes on www.ifyouhaveanegg.com. And remember to like it and comment. Oh, and we have an air fryer chat. We have a chat for that. So this one is just a russet potato. This one is a little bit bigger one, so I'm going to count it as 5 points for this. If it's smaller, the cooking time might... No, Pam broke her air fryer. No. This and my waffle iron are the only two appliances I have that sit out all the time. And yes, Melissa, you can do a sweet potato almost exactly the same way. And thank you, Chrissy, for posting the website. So in the summer, the air fryer is all I will cook with. Well, and the waffle iron, because it doesn't heat up the kitchen. So anyway, so a russet baked potato, you can use a golden baked potato. First though, clean them really well. And I did film another video to go with this one that Casey will insert here somewhere. But do clean them really well to start with. And then, and if you need to weigh them, please do. So I don't eat potatoes a lot, like meaning that I don't eat a potato every day. If I was eating potatoes every day, I would probably go ahead and weigh it. But I've got a pretty good idea how, this is about a 5-point potato. So all you do, wash your potatoes really well. I knew Angie was going to chime in with the pressure cooker. And then you are going to, and Sylvia's putting an air fryer in her camper. That's a great idea. Then you are going to take a fork. And I've already done these, so I'm cheating right now. And somewhere in here, Casey is going to be inserting the video. So once she gets the video posted, I will repost it to this so that y'all can watch it all the way through. But you're just gonna take the potato and you're gonna take a, and Virginia says she's not a fan of changing the name to WW. I know, I get it. But you're gonna poke it with a fork. I'm not gonna poke this one because we're not actually cooking this one tonight. And once you do that, then I lightly spray the outside of the potato because it is washed. I lightly spray it with some non-stick. And Angie says, pressure cookers are better in a camper. I don't know that I'll ever know that, Angie. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so you're gonna lightly spray it with some non-stick spray on the outside, or I do. You don't have to have that because you are not spraying the potato with non-stick spray to keep it from sticking in the air fryer. You are spraying it because I'm spraying it because I eat the skin. So I've washed mine really well. I've poked the holes in it, and I sprayed it with nonstick spray because I am going to eat the skin. Then you put it in your air fryer. So you just put, and I'll show you how you do this. And again, Casey is going to be inserting a video here. And I don't know, maybe she'll put it down here and just let that video run in this while I'm talking. Not sure. But after you do that, after you poke the holes in there, then you're just gonna put them down in your air fryer basket like this. And they kind of rolled up. But you are gonna put them down in your air fryer basket. And yes, Angie, you could roll them around in brags, you could. Yes, and it's olive oil nonstick spray. And you could use any kind of nonstick spray. I just prefer the olive oil because I like the way it tastes. But you're gonna put them in there. Oh, I gotta take them out because we're actually gonna put this potato back in here. But anyway, so you put those in there, and then and again, there's another video, but it is going to, yes, and Sylvia sprinkles the outside with sea salt, and that's a great idea. But then you put it in your air fryer, and mine is a Simple Living Products 5.8 quart digital air fryer, and it takes, for this size potato, it takes approximately 35 minutes on 390 degrees. So I turn it on to 390 degrees, set it for 35 minutes, and then I check it at 30. But when we get done, this is how it's gonna look. Now remember, it's gonna be super, super hot when you get done with it. So I always take mine out with tongs because it's gonna be super hot. Okay, but when you get done, then you're gonna cut it like this. And if I wasn't afraid I'd cut my hand off, I would, I'll hold it up. Okay, so I'll just try to be really careful. So I cut mine, I don't cut mine straight. I cut mine in a zigzag. I have always done this, and people laugh at me, you know, until they see what happens after you cut it in a zigzag. But I cut it, you know, like this, in a zigzag. Okay, and then when you squeeze it, I hope y'all can see this. I have to squeeze it with both hands. So when you cut it in a zigzag and squeeze it, look at that. Yeah, so fluffs right up. Look how steamy it still is. So this has been sitting here almost for the entire chat. And look how fluffy it is. Look how fluffy. Let me take a fork and show you. So, and I can't see what y'all are saying right now. So look how fluffy that is. So that is like a steakhouse baked potato. Steakhouse baked potato. And because it's so fluffy and light, and I'm gonna squish it out just a little bit, I'm not gonna bother putting any butter, you know, spray on it or anything. What I am gonna put on it though, is I'm gonna put, because this is a steakhouse potato, I'm gonna take a tablespoon of light shredded cheese, and this is Trader Joe's Mexican 3 cheese blend, whatever, light, and it is 1. Oh, and Angelia said to do hearts if you like that trick. See, I don't think it's a trick. I've always done it that way. I've always done the crisscross. I do not know where I got it from because I don't think anybody else in my family does it. But anyway, so that is 1 tablespoon of light shredded cheese. And then we have a tablespoon of bacon that I cooked in the air fryer. And that was bacon that I just cooked in the air fryer. Let's see, the bacon I do 380 for 8 minutes. Okay, and I'm gonna pop this back in the air fryer. So I'm gonna carefully pick it back up. And I'm gonna put it back in. So now, and I'm gonna take you all with me for just a second. So y'all get to come with me. And there's the other camper. There's the Winnebago. Okay, so I'm gonna take y'all with me. So I'm gonna put it, and let me just turn it around here. Let's see. Okay, so hopefully I won't lose you since I've turned you around now, but see, the potato is back in the air fryer, and if you cooked 2 potatoes, you could put them both back in there. And on the Simple Living Products air fryer, you push this button to start. I'm gonna hit the timer. I'm gonna put it back up to 390, but I'm gonna take it down to about 3 minutes and then push start. Okay, and you all are going to come back and talk to me while that cooks. So yes, that is a meal in itself. So that potato is huge. So sometimes I eat potatoes that are that big, and actually what we did earlier this week, it was just me because I was the only one home. But anyway, so what I did earlier this week is I made a couple of the air fryer baked potatoes, and then I did, I took the 0 point soup base that we made in last week's chat. I took that and I had soup, and then I had the big baked potato. So this baked potato, by the time I get done with it, I'm counting 5 points for the potato. It's 1 point for the shredded light cheese that I got at Trader Joe's. You can also use Velveeta shreds, but one tablespoon of it. If you use 2 tablespoons, it's 2 points. And I will be using some Dax, yeah. And then 1 tablespoon of the crumbled bacon, because that's 1 piece of the bacon that I use. So that's 1 point. So 5 for the potato, 1 for the cheese, 1 for the bacon. I'm gonna add, when it comes back out, I am going to add some non-fat Greek yogurt to it, so that's 0 points, and top it with some chives, also 0 points, and I'm gonna add a little bit of Dax Red Mountain Rub, just because it's absolutely awesome on potatoes, and because I was going to use Dax Steakhouse, since I keep calling it a steakhouse potato, but look, it's empty. I accidentally used it all. So Karen at Dax, help, send more steakhouse. Send more steakhouse. Yeah, and oh yeah, Carol would put some salsa on that. That would be awesome. Yeah, and Angelia says herbs give you so many minerals. Yeah, that's a really good idea. So right now I'm making a big steakhouse potato that I can have with some of my 0 point soup starter, which is delicious just as soup too. You don't have to put anything else in it. And so it's 5 points for the size potato, 1 for the cheese, 1 for the bacon, 0 for the non-fat Greek yogurt, plain non-fat Greek yogurt, 0 for the chives, 0 for the little bit of spice that I'm going to put on there. So that is 5, 6, 7 points. And I looked it up. This size baked potato from, I think it was from Longhorn or somewhere, it was from a steakhouse, was like 16 points. What? So in theory, I could have 2 of these baked potatoes or if I wanted to take some of my 0 point soup base and make it into like chili or something, you know, I could do that too. And Melissa says, do you always eat late or just chat night? This is later than I normally eat. Normally I'm eating at 8 o'clock. Yeah, and then I get back up at 3:30 or 4 to go to work. Ugh. Okay, so do you hear that? Do you hear that joyful noise? Okay, so we're ready, and it is cooling down right now, but we don't need to let it cool down. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, let me grab my plate. See how pretty that is? And now it has just blossomed, you know, like it's I don't know what. Look how pretty that is though. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to eat this. Cannot wait. You could put broccoli and cheese in this. You don't have to just do, you know, you don't have to just do what I did. So there is the cheese. So that's the potato, that's the cheese and the bacon. And I just put it back in, you know, for a couple of minutes on the, in the air fryer. And then this is the plain non-fat Greek yogurt. You could use light sour cream. This is not gonna be pretty coming out of here, so I'm just gonna squeeze it on there. And then we have some chives. So there are some chives, and be sure, you know, since the government is shut down right now, be sure and really wash your fruits and vegetables right now before you eat them. But yeah, how yummy is that? So that is 7 points. That is 7 points, and Star missed how long to cook it. That is okay, because I will tell you again, it is 390 degrees for about 35 minutes. Check it at 30, and the video, okay, then you come back and do, so after that, so to bake the potato, and hopefully I'm not gonna chuck you all out on the floor. I'm gonna try really hard not to. Okay, hold on a second, let's see. Let me see if I can get y'all back on here. My other thing that held the camera during our chats broke. So I'm having to rig it. Okay, there you go. So for the potato itself, it is, for this size potato, it is 390 degrees for 35 minutes. And yes, Andrea, that would be good. Ranch seasoning would be good. And Greek yogurt or salsa, that would also be good, Melissa. So 390 for 35 minutes, check at 30. And thank you, Robin, for retyping that. Then when I added the shredded light cheese and the bacon, the already cooked bacon. So I did not cook the bacon in the potato, the bacon was already cooked. Please do not put raw bacon in your potato. That ain't gonna work. So already cooked bacon, you could use bacon bits, you could use something like that. So once you put those in there, then I put it back in the air fryer on 390 again for 3 minutes. And you can check it. You could put it in there for a little bit longer and then check it. But we could put broccoli, like steamed broccoli in there, and some cheddar cheese. Broccoli and cheddar would be so yummy on there. But again, this version, 5 points for the potato, 1 point for the cheese, 1 point for the bacon, 0 points for the non-fat Greek yogurt, 0 points for the chives, 7 points for this big fluffy steakhouse potato. Oh, and I forgot my Dax seasoning. Almost forgot that. So this is the Red Mountain Rub, and as if bacon needed anything to make it better, Red Mountain Rub is just so good on bacon. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of the Dax seasoning on there, of the Dax Red Mountain Rub on there, and look how yummy. Look how yummy that is. So 35 minutes, Jackie, 35 minutes. 390 for 35 minutes, yeah, not 25, 35, you know, check it. And yeah, and Janice says the way I'm holding it, it looks as big as my head. It's not that big. It's a big potato. I mean, it's a medium-sized potato. It is not a small, you know, potato. Now, it's not as big. A steakhouse potato would be like this big. But remember, a steakhouse potato, 16 or 17 points, I think it was. 16 or 17 points. This one is like 7. So anyway, so there you go, a steakhouse potato. You can do that with a sweet, you can do this with a sweet potato. I would just check it a little bit earlier. It doesn't need to be in there, you know, quite so long because they do cook faster. After these are done, like this one, I cooked 2 when I was cooking this, and you know, because John's getting to be out of town. So I'll just wrap this in some plastic wrap and I'll put it in the refrigerator, and they're good for several days in the refrigerator. And yes, this is on a saucer. So this is not a giant plate. This is a saucer for a coffee cup or for a teacup. So this is a small, you know, this is a small plate. Please do not think that this potato is this big. It is this big. I know that's still a, you know, a good sized potato, but it's not that big. And yes, JJ, I try to eat fist-sized potatoes too. So a fist-sized potato would be, to me, is about 4 points. This one is like this is a fist and a little bit bigger. So 5 points. Forgot what I was saying. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, you could add a lot of things to them. Half the points. It's about half the points of a steakhouse potato. Absolutely the best way to cook a potato. I know what I was saying. These do keep well. Yes, this one's a medium. I know it looks big because you all are seeing this up next to my head, you know, and everything looks giant when it's not in proportion, you know, with the camera, so it looks a lot bigger than it is. And I should have weighed it first. But Janice, yes, when I cook bacon, I do it in a single layer, and I shake about halfway through when I do bacon, and I cut my bacon in half. But and yes, putting food on a smaller plate and making it look like more food is always a good idea for me, Wanda, because I eat with my eyes. And so I like for it to look bigger. So to me, this looks like a great plate of, I mean, it just looks like a good full plate of food. But anyway, so these do keep well. I'll wrap this up and I'll put it in the refrigerator. They last for several days. By several days, I mean like 3 or 4 days. I don't mean like all week. If you're gonna keep them for a week, you can freeze them. But honestly, they cook so fast. I'll just make a couple, you know, and I'll have this one for supper tonight. And then the other one that I cooked, I'll probably have it with some soup tomorrow night. So anyway, it is 9:01. And yes, the Costco bacon crumbles would be awesome in this. And yes, Melissa, I have air fried turkey bacon and it turns out perfect. I have also air fried smart bacon, which is I believe it's a soy product. It is a meat-free product and it turns out perfect in the air fryer. Perfect in the air fryer, but don't cook it as long. Anyway, so here it is. I hope you enjoy. Casey will be posting this as a separate recipe, and I will try to post it, since it's not too much to type. I will try to get it posted on www.IfYouHaveAnEgg excuse me, www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com very soon. But don't forget your homework. I will see you next week. Let me see if I can get Dusty's, maybe get his attention. He's gonna think he's getting this bacon. Dusty, do you wanna come say goodnight? Dusty, Dusty, come here. He's not sure he wants to tell y'all goodnight, but I hear him. Here he is, come on. Come here, buddy. Come on, come on. Oh, goodness. Oh, he's such a lazy boy. He is such a lazy boy. But see, he can smell the bacon. So he's like, okay, I guess I'll come tell everybody good night if there's bacon involved. You don't get bacon. You don't get bacon, buddy. Okay, so everybody have an awesome week. I want to see your potatoes as you make them. Let me see what you put in them. Now I've got myself wanting broccoli and cheddar because I've got the colorful cauliflower that I can put in there. Or maybe I'll make, you know what I should do? I should make a barbecue tofu one. I should make that for supper tomorrow night and show you all, you non-tofu eaters, what good tofu looks like. Anyway, have a great week. Don't forget to do your homework. Don't forget to tag me in it. If you tag me in the homework on Instagram, oh, he's too squirmy. If you tag me in the homework on Instagram, just tag @IfYouHaveAnEgg. If you tag me here on the Facebook page, it's @IfYouHaveAnEgg. If you tag me in our Facebook group, and we will put the link to that up here later, tag Kelly Green @KellyGreenMilligan. If you tag me on Connect, it is @ScrapandStamp2. Don't ask. Anyway, everybody have an awesome and amazing week. I hope you enjoy your potatoes. I'm gonna go eat this one now. So have a great week and we'll see you later. Good night.